And we're back. So, let's see this potato camera. There it goes. So, we're pretty much done. Um, what we need to do here, the only bolt I have left that's holding the transmission on is the one right underneath this, right here. I mean, you can barely see it, but it's right there. Um, that's the only bolt holding the transmission on other than the CB axles themselves and this one motor mount. But I already disconnected the front motor mount, disconnected the rear, took the speedometer cable out. This took off the ground wire that goes to the transmission, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, short of just taking out the CB axles, that one bolt. I mean, it honestly doesn't matter anything about the transmission. It falls, it hits the floor, whatever. But that's the other thing that I did already too. I already removed the shifter and removed that weird plate thing. I have to uh, I have to make a shift, a little bracket plate that goes over to the top here, and I'm going to use those existing bolts, that one, and two underneath, to bolt a new plate just to block up that hole there. The shifter, however, I need to drill two new holes to mount the shifter up, because those two holes in the back right there, they won't fit for the shifter and where it's located now, which is just a little bit further back. I mean, the shifter sits in the hole properly. It's just those, I need to drill two different holes to mount the shifter in. And it's not even a big deal at all as far as, just mount it, put the transmission up, get the shifter all up in there, and when it's time and ready, I'm literally going to push the shifter up as high as I can, look where the bolts are touching, and kind of like bang it up on the frame because there's two studs sticking out of the shifter. One day's bang up on the underneath of the carriage there because it's all dirty. Wherever the two bolts marked on underneath the frame is where I'll be drilling. I mean, it's as easy as that. If you don't want to, if your car's not dirty like mine, you can always put some blue paint on the two bolt tops, and then whenever you touch it to the underneath of the car, it'll mark it for you, and then that's where you know where you need to drill. But again, I already know it's dirty under here, so I'm just gonna do the greasy mechanic way of doing that. That I'm gonna install tomorrow because it's already getting late and I'm getting hungry. As far as little leg, she wants to play some video games, so I was just trying to really get the transmission off for today without actually installing anything or getting the vehicle ready for the installation. So let me see if I can actually take these axles out in the next 30 minutes. And if anything, I'll end up just dropping the transmission right now after I get these axles out. Let's see.